Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. You're joining us here for round 3 of the Pacific Rim Championship here at Suzuka. We've had 2 smashing rounds already. Bit pushed for time, I'm a bit slow. I think there's no qualifying in this. We're just 4 minutes and we're off. It's a reverse of the championship table is the grid. And we'll have 2 40-minute races in this championship. In the Group 3s is the Japanese versus the Americans, and there is Rivixter in a Lexus. We'll have a quick run through, then we'll do the table, and then we'll be raced probably. Jokus in a Dodge Viper Electric, also in a Dodge Viper. Then we've got Pat in a Chevy, Skyjacker in a Toyota, Digital Blasphemy in a Mazda, Liam Anfield in a Honda, Barry Twins in a Toyota, Bunny in a Toyota, Homesick Alien in a Mazda. So the championship table so far after 2 rounds stands as is. Homesick Alien is leading on 37 points in his Mazda. Liam Anfield in the Honda is second with 33 points. Skyjacker third in the Toyota with 29 points. Digital Blasphemy in fourth, I believe, in a Mazda also, on 28 points. Noxie is fifth on 25 points. I can't remember what Noxie's driving, sorry. Pats is sixth with 20 points. Barry Twins seventh on 17 points. Rivixter eighth on 13 points. Turtle is ninth on 13 points. Bunny is 10th on 11 points, with Ranger 11th on 9 points. UBD is 12th on 8 points, and Joker's 13th on 6 points. There we see Electric, I think, just throwing his hat in the ring. He is on the list, but I think he had lobby issues the first 2 rounds. Looks like he has made it into this lobby, and he is sporting a Dodge Viper that's got, I mean, to me, I don't know my liveries that well, but it looks like Pixar's cars. But I may be wrong. Pat in the Corvette, he had a great round last round out. Round 2, he came 4th. Can he do a similar thing? We're having 2:40, and the first race is really for position of the second race, because the points don't come until the completion of the second 40-minute race. And you just have to imagine it's a safety car after 40 minutes, comes out, closes them all up, and then they have another rolling start for another 40-minute race. It does seem like a convoluted way of doing it, but it was meant to be drafted as an hour and a half race, a 90-minute race. But because I went on to night shift, I couldn't commentate 90 minutes of racing, because you can't save and share a 90-minute replay. So then the race was reduced to 2 halves. And that is the history of how the Pacific Rim Championship became 2 40-minute races. And next week I'll tell you the story of when I was in Vietnam. We rode on the fairground. So Electric out there at the moment, fastest man. But we did see Jokus last week in his Dodge Viper. It's a very thirsty car. We're a cracking circuit as well. We've already done Suzuka this week on Tuesday evening. Wow, there's loads of chat. Hang on. I don't usually look at the stream this early because there's not much happening in the chat. Then we've got Skyjacker saying, good evening, sir. Well, hello. Homesick Alien saying, evening, bud and fan. Hello. And the wife says hello, but she's chilling, reading a book, but she waves. Well, I say the wife, your sister. Barry Twins saying, good evening, thingy. I think this is going to be an absolute nightmare for me. Well, I hope not, Barry Twins. I hope you come off the back of your win on Sunday with a great result, is what I'm saying. Pat in the chat saying, hello there. 3 hours racing here. I'm 48 hours. Hey? Hello there. 3 hours racing here in 48 hours. Who? Me or you? You or me? Me or you? You or me? Or is that the 3 hours of Suzuka? Is it? How long did it was an hour and a half? Yeah, nearly 3 hours. You're right. Sorry, Pat, I'm with you now. I know what you're talking about. At Suzuka, within 48 hours, we've done nearly 3 hours of racing. Yes, it's nearly like an endurance race, isn't it? And Mama Homesick saying, evening thingy, all okay with you? I'm grand, thank you. I've got tomorrow off. Tonight I am going to be hitting a certain game pretty hard. Turtle saying good evening. Riverdazzle saying evening. Rivixter here. No singing tonight, please, thingy. I'll try. And Pat saying, not expecting the same results here as with the previous rounds. Oh, look, everyone's all downplaying it. So here we go. Electric on pole, him being with 0 points in the championship. Joker's just alongside him, so it's a Dodge Viper lockout on the front row. Then we see a Bunny in, and that is Toyota. And we're waiting for the lights. A great start from Electric. A little bit of tyre smoke, giving Joker's the opportunity to move ahead of Electric. And now Jokus leads from Electric with Rivixter in his Lexus having a look, but Bunny around the outside in the Toyota. No issues, but Rivixter, can he get that inside line? But now Bunny's on the inside, and Bunny, a great drive there up into third. Liam shooting from nowhere up into fourth. He would have been second from the back, being second in the championship, and what a blast of a start for Liam Anfield up to fourth. Rivixter fifth, Pat in sixth, but he's around the outside of Skyjacker. Oh my lord, Pat got it on the curbs, went a bit sideways, and he's taken Skyjacker out. And Skyjacker, we saw having an absolute brilliant race last week. That's a lot for him to make up. So here where were we? So Rivixter is in fifth, Digital Blasphemy in sixth, with Barry Twins in seventh spot. There he is, hiding behind the Mazda. Homesick Alien in eighth place. He's looking for a place on Barry Twins. Barry Twins trying to hold it around the outside. I haven't looked at the tyres yet. Homesick Alien's on the mediums. Skyjacker's on the mediums. He's not too far behind. It's not all done. And nor is Pat. Pat can keep this up. Keep that momentum up going, guys. So, yeah, Pat in 10th place. After that, coming together with Skyjacker. And Bunny now leading. Bunny's ahead, and Liam Anfield right underneath Joker's back wing, and they're wasting no time whatsoever. And Bunny leads with Liam Anfield in chase here at Suzuka. And Joker's tucks in behind her. Those two, my word. Oh, Joker's going a little wide in the Viper. He's on the medium tyres, so he's not got much grip. And Electric on the scene, but Electric's tried to avoid him. Electric's lost his car. Oh my word, he's trying to get back into the race. Digital Blasphemy goes through. Homesick Alien up to fifth now, with Barry Twins dropping down into sixth. Skyjacker up to seventh as Rivixter goes through in eighth. Pat in ninth, and that leaves Electric there in 10th spot behind Pat. There's a long way to go, though. A long way to go. It looks like they've all started on the mandatory medium tyre. They are allowed to use the Racing Soft and the Racing Super Soft, but only once each round. So within only once in the two races. Liam Anfield starting to really apply some pressure to that Toyota now, the Honda and the Toyota. This is Honda's track, though, isn't it not? I believe it is. So Liam Anfield's trying to do a good job for the Honda team. And remember, last week he was part of the podium, the top three in that first half of the race, but the second half of the race he fell away and ended up coming home in like 5th place or something. So he had an up and down round last round, and he wants to make up for it now. He knows Homesick Alien's a massive threat to him in this championship. But at the moment, Bunny holding ground ahead of the Red Bull Honda, doing a cracking job for Liam Anfield, keeping up with the Toyota. And we'll keep an eye on those fuels and the tyres to see how they're getting on. Digital Blasphemy, the two Mazdas, look at them driving together. It looks cracking. Oh, I say that, but Digital Blasphemy makes a small mistake. Homesick Alien up into third. Digital Blasphemy looks like he may have survived. Barry Twins has dropped back a little bit, but he's there in 5th place. A great run from him, but Skyjacker closing in on Barry Twins after his early issues in the race, coming together with Pat. Rivixter in 7th place. Pat now in 8th. We've got Jokus dropping back. Jokus obviously making a small mistake. He's dropped back a little bit in his Dodge. So we've got both Dodge Vipers at the back of the grid. We've got a Toyota at the front. Very close behind is the Honda. Is he going to try and get a toe into that first corner? We saw on Tuesday night it was a place that they did like to try and make the move, and if not half the move, to get right in there ready for the S's, but it looks like Bunny has got the measure of Liam at the moment out there in the front. They are 3 seconds already ahead of Homesick Alien, who is only just ahead of Digital Blasphemy. Barry Twins closing back up on the 2 ahead of him. Barry Twins finding the groove with that Toyota, and Skyjacker chasing them down. And there you can see from Skyjacker's point of view, you can see Homesick Alien, Digital Blasphemy and Barry Twins. So Skyjacker, from being virtually dead last apart from Pat, has come back up into 6th place, but he can see 3rd on track just ahead of him with 35 minutes left of racing. It's not a bad place to be. And we've got to take in what their pit stop strategies will be as they make their way around. Oh, and it looks like Barry Twins on the throttle a little early there, trying to fight his Toyota back under control, and that gives Skyjacker a small run on the Toyota. And it's not an inter-team thing, this championship. It is purely a driver's championship. They choose what manufacturer they drive for, Japanese or American. And I think the Toyota was one of the earliest ones to go out of the choices. And there we see Skyjacker making the move. Stick on Barry Twins, but Barry Twins close behind. And at 130R, and Barry Twins sticking with him all the way through, waiting for the braking zone of the Casio chicane, Casio triangle, but Skyjacker clean through in the monster livery Toyota, and he's setting a chase for Digital Blasphemy and Homesick Alien. Meanwhile, Bunny still cannot shake off Liam Anfield. Bunny got the fastest lap last time around. Liam Anfield does not get the message easily, and he's staying with that battle out front there. Homesick Alien in 3rd, Digital Blasphemy 4th, Skyjacker in 5th, Barry Twins clinging on to them in 6th. Pat's got himself up into 7th, but he's made a small mistake in the first corner, and there comes Electric to collect. And Electric now up into 7th in the Dodge Viper, ahead of Pat, with Rivixter right in the mix there in the Lactus. And Jokers has dropped back. Oh, that Dodge Viper must be a beast to drive. These American cars, I don't think they like turning corners too much, and they're rather thirsty. Bunny, though, leading from Liam Anfield. Fuel is in Liam Anfield's favour. It has to be said. Bunny a little lower on that fuel scale, trying to stay ahead of the Honda, but the Honda, in its wake, in the slipstream, in the tow, is managing to save good fuel behind the Toyota there. Homesick Alien, he's on about 3/4 of a tank. He's pulled away from Digital Blasphemy, who's also on 3/4 of a tank. Skyjacker a little less fuel than those, so same as Bunny's really. So the Toyota a little thirstier than its competitors around it. Barry Twins, he's got a bit more fuel than them guys ahead of him, so he's making that Toyota run. Electric, he's somewhere halfway between half and 3/4, and we know that Viper can be quite thirsty. You've got a short shift. He did then from 3rd to 4th. He's short shifting now. He's learning. He knows his fuel. It's not great, and he's got Pat, the Corvette, all up amongst him. The Corvette going for the inside line. I think as Electric made a small mistake going into 130R, Pat got the move done, and now Pat's up into 7th, Electric in 8th, Rivixter in 9th, and Jokers falls back a little bit more in his Dodge Viper. Meanwhile, Bunny only 4/10 ahead of Liam Anfield, and can he take this pressure? Already 8.5 minutes into this race, and Liam Anfield is he's going at Bunny like a dog with a bone. And Homesick Alien, 4 seconds. He did a 2:01.5 last time around, 2:01.7 from Liam Anfield, and Bunny doing a 2:01.6. So Homesick is a little bit faster than them at this point, but he is 4 seconds behind. It's a big deficit to make up. Digital Blasphemy now is falling back to the Toyota, and it doesn't look like there's anything he can do. Skyjacker just carrying a bit more speed than Digi at the moment. Digital Blasphemy, a lot better on fuel than Skyjacker. Skyjacker wants to get through. He wants to get that Toyota. Digi covering his inside line there. Skyjacker nowhere to go. And now Skyjacker has to try and mount another attack on Digital Blasphemy. We have seen some classic races from these two sim racers. They really do go to town when they come across each other in the races. It's a great fun to watch. And Turtle saying, what is the jewel of Rivixter? Jewel? And Myra Civilian, oh yeah, we don't know that. And Rido saying, evening. What is the jewel of Rivixter? Jewel? I don't know, man. And Skyjacker going for a move around the outside, though. Tough to ask. As Digital Blasphemy plants it onto the apex and he comes through in 4th place. And Skyjacker, really, I mean, there was nothing he could do. The best he could do was just poke his nose up there and hope Digi made a mistake. But Digi on form kept Skyjacker at bay. Barry Twins staying with these guys might be important come the pit stops, as Barry Twins, well, he was saving fuel, but now him and Skyjacker are not too far different. Digi's gone off a little bit. That's the mistake that Skyjacker was hoping for, but it's not enough for Skyjacker to make that definitive move as they come up the hill. And Digital Blasphemy keeping Skyjacker at bay there so far. And he's dropped behind the Alien now somewhat. Homesick Alien some 4 seconds ahead of them. Digital Blasphemy in the Mazda. I imagine he can't even see Skyjacker behind him, can he? Car's so low. There you can see Skyjacker. And Barry Twins will have an opportunity to come back at these two. If they get too racy. 11.5 minutes into the race so far. There is Bunny still in the lead, just ahead of Liam Anfield. But I think Liam Anfield now is sitting comfortably behind Bunny, and he's just going to wait for the pit stops because he's going to have to put less. He doesn't have to put as much fuel in as Bunny. Homesick Alien, he's lost a couple of tenths to those guys ahead of him. He wants to be closing up on them, but he's 4.5 seconds now. He was 4 seconds adrift, and now he's 4.5 seconds, losing a couple of seconds to him. Skyjacker through. Sorry, he's not through yet, but Skyjacker, he's going to be through. He's got up the inside of Digital Blasphemy. Digital Blasphemy out wide. I think he was trying to stay with Skyjacker there. Lost a bit of downforce. Barry Twins 2.2 seconds behind that battle. But now Skyjacker up, and he's got to try and find 4.5 seconds on Homesick Alien. Can he do it? 202.2 last time around. Homesick Alien 201.6. So it's a big ask from Skyjacker. Pat 7 seconds adrift of Barry Twins and 4 seconds ahead of the Rivs in his M&M's Lexus. Rivixter 14 seconds ahead of Electric, so both Dodge Vipers not enjoying Suzuka one bit. There is Electric, and he's 30 seconds ahead of the other Dodge Viper, so those Dodge Vipers not enjoying Suzuka one bit. Look at them, they're just a pain. Look at the back end wanting to step out. Oh, I love that car, but it is nasty to drive. Fuel, oh, Rivers' fuel, sorry. Rivers' fuel is just under half a tank. He's doing all right. He's chasing Pat in the American car, so you imagine Pat's fuel will be worse. Not much, but a little bit. But Pat's made a small mistake, and that's going to help Rivix to no end. And chasing Rivs is Electric, and he's below half. So well, they're all around the same fuel, actually. Doesn't seem Suzuka's taking a hit. Barry Twins, half a tank. Digital Blasphemy just over half. Skyjacker just under half. Homesick Alien dead on half. Liam Anfield dead on half. Bunny just under half. Bunny under a lot of pressure at the moment from this man Liam Anfield. He's on fire. I think he fancies this championship. He started great guns, took the win from the Alien. Second round, he was fighting the Honda. I don't think he was on top form as well. I think just getting over the COVID. And he ended up dragging that Honda to 5th place, I think. And now here in round 3, race 3. It's 2 halves of one race, really, but yes. In this 3rd round, he's back on it again. He's in 2nd place, ahead of the Alien, which is the most important part. He's only 4 points shy of Homesick Alien, so he'll want to stay with him as best he can. Every point will count. He's ahead. Skyjacker's got the fastest lap at the moment. Skyjacker has gained half a second on the Alien, and I think he's gone to hell with it with the fuel. He's just burning through it. He's going for a different strategy to those around him. 15 minutes into the race, he's somewhere halfway between a quarter and a half. And like I said, Homesick Alien on a half. Homesick Alien at 201.253 last time around. Skyjacker at 201.1. Liam Anfield at 201.7, with Bunny doing a 201.8. So the guys in front are really starting to pace themselves a little bit. Digital Blasphemy at 202.2, but he's 2.5 seconds ahead of Barry Twins. Barry Twins doing a 202.4. So Barry Twins starting to find the pace of that Toyota. Pat in 7th. He's only 4.7 seconds ahead of the Ribs. He's on a quarter of a tank of fuel. He did a 202.7 last time around. The Ribs doing a 203.2, you see. The Ribs, I think he might be feeling the tyres. Tyres are starting to show red, and I have heard when the mediums go, they do go. And there is Electric, not enjoying that Dodge, not at all. He's got no grip whatsoever out there. Lovely livery, awful handling car. Poor old Electric, and Jocus as well, also in the Dodge. Although we have seen the Dodge been driven, JTX from the Flying Fin, and there we see Bunny again, still leading from Liam Anfield. And this is some crazy business going on out there. And Rido asking how I am. I'm good, man. I'm good. Turtle saying fuel, we do that. Turtle saying Lexus fuel should be half tank. Lexus has been best fuel consumption on Suzuka. Yeah, it seems so far. The Mazda of Homesick, but it's the way they drive them as well. But Homesick in the Mazda, you said the Mazda though, didn't you? No, you said Lexus, but the Mazda of Homesick's doing good. So's Liam Anfield. And I don't know who's got a Lexus. Is Rivix to the highest Lexus? He's down to a quarter, but he might be thrashing it because he's chasing Digital Blasphemy and getting... Hey! Digital Blasphemy's dropped right down. Has he pitted? No. Digital Blasphemy has had a terrible lap. He's dropped behind Barry Twins and Pat. So Digital Blasphemy making a small mistake, unforced as well. He had a good 2 seconds on Barry Twins. So he's obviously he's lost concentration along the way. And he's now he's got Rivixter chasing him down. And yeah, Digital Blasphemy might be in trouble there from the Rivs. Electric and Joker struggling in the Vipers. With Bunny, he's been towing Liam around for 9 laps now with no change. Liam getting purples though. Liam happy, sitting in that tow, saving fuel, staying with the leader. He knows this is the race. There's no points at the end of this race. No point going running off in the distance. Gains you nothing except for pole in the next rolling start. So it looks like he's boxing clever, sitting up behind Bunny, saving fuel, not overdriving the Honda. That seems to be what happened last time. After his pit stops, it seemed like he was overdriving the Honda, hitting the curbs hard. The Honda was not enjoying the curbs at I can't for the life of me remember where we were. I can't remember, sorry. I want to say Yamagawa. Yeah, I think it was Yamagawa. In the chat then, we have Muddy saying, evening Mr. Thingamajig, and Mama Homesick saying, go get him Homesick, and Muddy saying, go Skyjacker. So everyone's got someone they're calling out for. Sitting on board with Liam. Let's have a look, run through then. Bunny at the moment. Just under a quarter of a tank of fuel. The tyres are looking okay. Liam Anfield, tyres are looking a bit better. Just over a quarter of a tank of fuel, so Liam sits in pretty. Homesick Alien, he's on a quarter of a tank of fuel. The tyre wear, not so bad. So Homesick Alien, he's now 8 seconds, and oh dear, a 2:07 from Skyjacker. So all that pushing in the 2:01s, early 2:01s, and he's pushed that Toyota beyond where it likes to go. And now he's done a 2:07, and he's only 2.5 seconds ahead of Barry Twins. Barry Twins in the battle here. He played it down at the beginning, saying don't expect much from him, but he's doing a super job. Pat in 6th now, with Digital Blasphemy chasing him down. He's pulled away from Rivixter. Jokers has gone into the pits. He is out of fuel. Electric's virtually out of fuel. Rivixter, he's getting down there. With Digital Blasphemy still just over a quarter of a tank. Pat, he's down there, his fuel's flashing. Barry Twins is alright, he's just under a quarter. And Skyjacker getting low on that fuel as well, with Homesick Alien on a quarter of a tank. Liam's come in, that's going to be a short fill. We're dead on halfway. Homesick Alien also coming in. They're coming in, but they're carrying a bit more fuel. They'll be short filling. Bunny stayed out. Has that been a mistake? Are the other guys going to put soft tyres on? Skyjacker goes round again. He's staying out on them mediums for a lap longer. And so is Barry Twins. We saw them though. We saw last time, the last round, they used all the mediums in the first race so they could use the faster tyre in the second race. And will we see that happen again? Digital Blasphemy stays out there. So Rivixter's in the pits. Homesick's in the pits. Liam Anfield, he's on his way out. He's gone with another set of mediums. He's saving the fast tyres for the second race. Homesick Alien then out in 6th. He's also gone for the medium tyres. That will get them all the way till the end of this race. Both of them not filling right to the top. This is very juicy. And Turtle saying you can get 13 laps on one tank. Well, they came in a little early. They opted for the shorter pit stop. I think it is quite a long pit stop here. So a Bunny then. Whoa, Bunny. Little wiggle on there as he gets low on fuel, and his head must be exploding there, thinking, where did Liam go? Is it right to stay out? Should I stay out longer? I don't think he can stay out any longer. I think that's his limit now with the fuel. Skyjacker also staying out, making up ground with his earlier clash with Pat. Barry Twins in 3rd, and since his he had a triple podium on Sunday evening. He was absolutely around Northern Isle Speedway. Barry Twins was on fire with a win. I think he got each position. I think he got a 3rd and a 2nd. So Barry Twins coming away from Sunday night's VW Golf Cup a very happy man, and he's come into this race. He was 5th. Now we've had the leaders pit. He's up to 3rd. I think he's going to come in at the end of this lap. Don't know when Digital Blasphemy's fancying his pit stop, but all the time, the later he goes, the less fuel he needs put in. He might fancy going quite late into the race, short filling it with a set of softs and just absolutely destroying it. Skyjacker and Bunny both coming into the pits. Barry Twins also following them in. He's bringing his Toyota in. And Digital Blasphemy, he's also joining the pit crew. And Liam Anfield then will retake his lead. And he's 4.6 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien, as the rest of the field pretty much pits. Bunny's got his softs on, he's back out. He's ahead of the Alien, but how much? And he's lost a whole heap of time to Liam Anfield. Losing 4 seconds. That'll be the fuel though, won't it? That really will be the fuel. So Liam Anfield nearly 4 seconds ahead of Bunny, and Homesick Alien only 6/10 behind the Toyota. And Bunny must be very surprised of where he's come out of the pits. He must be thinking, what happened? How come I've lost all that time to Liam Anfield and I'm very close to Homesick Alien? But he's pulling away from the Alien. Skyjacker 14.2 seconds. He's lost a bit of ground. So Homesick Alien as well through the pit stops. Digital Blasphemy gaining on Skyjacker there. And he's really short-filled that. I hope that's enough to get him to the end of the race. We only have to look at the leaders, I suppose. Yeah, the leaders have all got 3/4 of a tank in. Digital Blasphemy did pit with the most fuel. But I don't know. That's a brave move. Barry Twins only 1.5 seconds behind him. Barry Twins ready to unleash that Belgian magic. So 3 seconds. Bunny is pushing on to try and gain on Liam Anfield, already gaining a second on this outlap and pulling away a second on Homesick Alien. So Bunny, oh, he's gone for softs. Bunny's gone for softs. My word, that's a turn up. So Liam Anfield on the medium tyres, he's gone for 2 sets of mediums so he can use the softs and the super softs in the second race. Bunny burning through a set of softs to get position from Liam, possibly. Homesick Alien, he's double medium, so he's got the choice of the softs and the super softs in the second race. Skyjack a double medium in it, so he's got the choice of the softs and the super softs. Bunny's going to have to run that second race with a set of mediums. Barry Twins, he's stuck to the medium tyres. He's nearly 10 seconds behind Skyjacker, but he's a good 6.5 seconds ahead of Pat. Pat under extreme pressure from Digital Blasphemy. So far it seems Bunny's the only one that's gone out there on a soft set of tyres. Everyone else is saving those. No, Jokus also deciding to use a set of softs for this race. And there we see Liam Anfield's come across Jokus, and this is not what he needs really. He needs Jokus to get right out of the way, and he does, but that wasn't what Liam Anfield needed. And now Bunny's down to 1.8 seconds behind him, and Liam Anfield must be he must have thought he'd got the job done. He must have assumed Bunny was going to go another set of mediums, but Bunny really mixing it up there with a set of soft tyres. Homesick Alien in third, can't stick with Bunny on those mediums, but he's miles ahead of Skyjacker, although the imminent safety car in 14 minutes will get rid of those gaps. Barry Twins 10 seconds now behind Skyjacker, 6 seconds ahead of Pat. Barry Twins did it was his outlap last time around, so it's hard to judge. Pat doing a 2:03.1, so Barry Twins wants to be getting 2:03s at the very minimum. He was getting 2:02s before his pit stop, so Digital Blasphemy behind Pat. I thought, who was he just about to attack? Barry Twins, wasn't it? So Digital Blasphemy, I don't think he likes Suzuka. I think he has mentioned before that Suzuka is not high on his list of favourite tracks, and I think we're seeing why. His back end stepping away from him there in the Mazda, and he tries to save it best he can. Rivixter's 10 seconds behind him. Rivixter, I think he's too far. He's too far. Digital Blasphemy is on his way, but it has halved that distance. Digital Blasphemy, his mistakes. He's drifting again, drifting through Spoon. And Digi fighting that Mazda. He's got a bit of damage on the back. With Rivixter in closing in on Digital Blasphemy, Electric and Jokus are really struggling with those Vipers. So Liam Anfield 6 seconds. Where did Bunny go? Oh no! Disaster with the soft tyres. Bunny's strategy hasn't come together, and Homesick Alien is now up into second place. Bunny slipping down into third, and he's got it all to do. He was catching up Liam Anfield. He was only 2 seconds behind Liam Anfield, and now he's 7.8 seconds behind him. And how this race is taking its turns and its twists. Suzuka, I am going to have a sip of a warm beverage, I think, as Bunny starts getting purples. Skyjack has got the fastest lap with a 2:07.57, which is pretty impressive with those medium tyres. So Digital Blasphemy gets ahead of Pat. I knew it was Pat. I don't know, having a brain some things you just can't say. That's not one of them. Just having a moment. Bunny 6/10 behind the Alien. Let's get on board with Bunny as he's on those soft tyres, so he's I wouldn't say a lot faster, but he's got a lot more grip than the guys ahead of him. But he's got 11 minutes to try and grab that first position before race 2, and he's burnt through a set of softs. Oh, he's having a look around the outside of the Alien, and Homesick Alien placing his car exactly where he knows it needs to be to make the job hard for Bunny. Bunny now right up behind the Mazda, looking for a tow. Guido saying, to be fair to Jokus, He's testing the steering wheel out for the first time. Oh, is he using it? I know he said he might be using his new steering wheel, but I didn't know if he was doing it tonight or if he was waiting for GT7. Ah, see, yeah, Jokers might be giving it some new hardware a try out, and if he gets that wheel sorted out, as soon as he gets on top of the wheel, then he can kiss those worn tyres goodbye, because he does like to set burn through tyres, Jokers, and fuel, and that's something you can control a lot better with the wheel than you can with the controller. So Bunny all up in Homesick Alien's business now, and Homesick Alien driving like a legend there in the Jack Daniels Mazda, keeping Bunny at bay. Bunny's back end stepping out a little bit there. We've got 10 more minutes left of this first race. Hopefully there'll be time to nip off for a snoot in between. This Homesick Alien holds position. This is great for Liam now. It's 8 seconds for Liam as he disappears into the distance. But again, no points for this first race. It'll be interrupted at 40 minutes for a safety car session. You won't see the safety car. We'll be just looking at cars going round. So Liam Anfield, 10 seconds first. Homesick Alien's going for a move. No, Bunny's going for a move on Homesick Alien. And it looks like Bunny's got it sorted and done. Great move from Bunny there on Homesick Alien. Bunny on the faster tyre, the stickier tyre, but doing the job still nonetheless. And he's got the fastest lap along the way. And taking that away from Skyjacker. Can he go faster again? No. So Homesick Alien back down into third place. But none of these top guys have used a set. Oh no, what has happened to Homesick Alien? I don't know where he was going. I don't know if he was having a look in his mirrors to see if he could see Skyjacker or what. Or he just had a summit against those brake boards. He thought, screw the brake boards. Losing that second position really hit him hard. And he decided to take out a load of braking boards along the way as revenge for that. So next time Bunny comes around to that first corner, he's going to have no clue where to brake. Skyjacker chasing him down, 9 seconds to Skyjacker on an absolute push. He's on the medium tyres as well, so it's not even down to having softer tyres than the Alien. And Homesick Alien, he might be in trouble here. If he's having a bit of trouble with his car, with the tyres or something. We're down to 8 minutes left of racing. Bunny's absolutely disappeared in the distance. Can he catch Liam up before the end of this race? He's going to have to do some ultra laps, and he'll probably burn through those tyres by the time he catches him up. But it's one to keep an eye on. Liam Anfield out there cruising, one would say, in his Honda NSX, just grooving and cruising, with Bunny setting a chase. Trying to look for Bunny in the championship. Oh, he couldn't take part at Yamagua. He got himself 11 points in that first race. So with drop scores being in this championship, Bunny might be in with a shout with Homesick Alien, Skyjacker, Digital Blasphemy. These are all guys I think could be in there. Barry Twins seems to have dropped behind Pat and Digital Blasphemy. And I don't know why. Is he pitted? Doesn't look like he just did a 221. So poor old Barry Twins. I don't know what happened, but he slipped behind a Digital Blasphemy who can't shake Pat off at the moment. Pat on form in the Pacific Rim Championship. Solid sixth. Looking to try and... He was chasing Digital Blasphemy down last time and staying with him. So a Digital Blasphemy knows that Pat could have the pace on him. Pat going for a move. No, he had a little look. That would have distracted Digital going into that corner, but Digi, I think Pat got right out of it. I think Pat scared himself there. Looking up the inside of Digi, he thought, no, I can't be doing that, and backed out of it. But yeah, Pat chasing down Digi there for that fifth place. Barry Twins slipping down to seventh, only 2 seconds ahead of Rivs. Rivs in there with a shout at the moment of seventh place. And he's got 6 minutes remaining on the clock. Electric meeting his ride for the season, his Dodge Viper. and thinking, where is the downforce on the back end? All the weights at the front of this car. And Jokers, we suspect, getting used to a new wheel. Possibly. Let's have a look. I don't know how we would tell. Whoa, bang. This accelerator's all over the place, isn't it? That traction control. Try and see if you can see that slow lift and slow on. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. Yeah, no, that was a slow accelerator going on then. Liam Anfield 7 seconds leading so far, with Bunny 5 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien. Skyjacker has gained another second on Homesick Alien, but I think with 5 more minutes left of racing, it's only a couple more laps as they come up across the line. Liam Anfield crossing the line with 5 minutes to go, so there's probably 3 laps left for Liam Anfield. Bunny also will get 3 laps to go. Homesick Alien getting 3 laps left of racing. Skyjacker also. I think they're all going to, aren't they? Well, Pat's ahead of Digital Blasphemy. Pat chipping away at Digital Blasphemy. He's finally got past him in the Corvette, and he is free to go, leaving Digi behind. I think I don't know, Digi we thought may have low fueled it in that last pit stop, and possibly he might be having to save a lot of fuel, and he's got the Toyota catching him up extremely fast. Has Digital Blasphemy. Digital Blasphemy still 6th place, is a good position. He's 4th in the championship at the moment. Points are very important, but the points aren't coming for this race, remember, so Digi might be thinking, I could give this race a position up or 2 for the next race. Liam Anfield 7.3 seconds ahead of Bunny. Bunny 5.6 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien. Skyjacker getting into the 7-second zone now. But like I said, I think he's running out of time to catch up with the Alien. He needs the Alien to make a mistake. And we know Homesick does not do that too often. Pat up into 5th. Great drive from Pat in the Corvette. Ahead of Digital Blasphemy, who seems to be having some issues. He did a 204.6 that last time around. Barry Twins closing in on him. He's in the 202s at the moment. And oh no. Oh. Digital Blasphemy is slow. Oh, what's he done? He's on his accelerator, but he's not got no speed going on. I don't know if he made another small mistake from Digital Blasphemy. He's off the road again. Something seems off in Digital Blasphemy's car. Now Barry Twins is up to 6th, with Rivixter moving up into 7th. Digital Blasphemy slipping down to 8th as he tries to sort something out in that car. Electric in the Dodge Viper in 9th, with Jokers in 10th spot. And it's Liam Anfield with just less than 3 minutes to go of this race, taking it around that lovely Honda. I really do like the livery on that. I love the way the Red Bull glows in the light. Twinkles even. Here and there you see a little red flash of metallic. It's very nice. And he is done an absolutely sensational job in this first race in that Honda. Followed Bunny around for the first half until the pit stops. Put less fuel in, saved fuel a little bit, put less fuel in than Bunny, and then when they all pitted, Bunny stayed out another lap. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, I'm not sure, but Bunny staying out there one more lap as well, and that really did give Liam Anfield the opportunity to get ahead of him by a good 3-4 seconds after the pit stops. And Liam Anfield not looked back since, as Bunny gone onto the softs, and Bunny's fuel is flashing. What does this mean for Bunny? We've got 1 minute 43 seconds on the clock. He's going to have to do another lap after this one, I'm afraid. Homesick Alien looks good for fuel. Skyjacker, he's nearly gained another second on Homesick Alien, but I just don't think it's going to be enough for him by the end of the race. Pat ahead of Barry Twins, but Barry Twins really closing in on the Corvette. And the Corvette might be in trouble before the end of this race. He did a 204.1 last time around, and Barry Twins doing a 202. Barry Twins absolute solid pace, but he's got a little wiggle on, but he's gathered her up. Rivixter up into 7th. Digital Blasphemy at a weird moment in that lap. He's back on at the pace again now, with Electric in 9th and Jokers in, oh gosh, hang on, 10th. There we go. So the clock now showing just a minute to go with Liam Anfield 13 seconds in the lead. Bunny crossing the line. He's got to go again. And that fuel's getting ever lower. Homesick Alien's getting ever closer. This is going to be tight stuff here between these two come the end of the race. And I don't think it's even going to be the end of the lap. It looks like Homesick Alien's starting to attack now. And Bunny might just... Oh dear. And I don't know if Homesick Alien's going to redress that or what. But Bunny just seemed to come to a standstill. Homesick Alien looked to give him a tap up the back, and then Bunny was into a spin, and he loses a position to Skyjacker. And my word, that's a tricky one. That's a tricky one to work out, because I don't imagine Bunny shouldn't have been slowing down in the S's really that much. I'm not sticking up for the Alien, but I imagine that surprised him a bit. Rivix just crossed the line in 7th, and he got ahead of Digital Blasphemy in the end. Digital Blasphemy again losing another position in 8th. Electric, he's a long way from home. Where's Liam? There's Electric. Yeah, Electric's going to get there first. Just about with that fuel, and here comes Electric. His first try in the Dodge Viper. And I'm sure he's got some opinions about it come the end of this race. Like, what's wrong with the back end of it, for a start? And there he goes, finishing in 9th place. Liam Anfield bringing her home up to Casio Triangle to take the first half of this race. And can he replicate that in the second part? But Liam Anfield for now getting that provisional win under his belt. Homesick Alien in 2nd with Skyjacker in 3rd. Bunny has run out of fuel. Pat's 33 seconds behind. Oh, Barry Twins has made a huge mistake, it looks like. And Homesick Alien comes home to grab that 2nd place provisionally. Skyjacker in 3rd with Bunny crawling. Pat's 22 seconds behind now. Bunny, how far away? He's so far away. Pat could be up for a 4th place halfway in this race, and Bunny's fuel's just gone. I don't think Homesick Alien could have redressed, could he? So there comes Pat. It's closing, and there goes Pat up into 4th place, whilst Bunny brings that Toyota home with no fuel on board. And Pat is up to 5th, and Barry Twins gets a position from Bunny as well. Poor old Bunny, he can't drop any further though. And Pat is bringing her home now in 4th place. Finished the race last round in 4th. And 4th again halfway through. Barry Twins, a great 5th place. He gained those 2 positions back in the end. And he finishes in 5th as poor old Bunny crawls around. And that fuel is an absolute nightmare. Oh, and Muddy reckons that looked like a glitch between Homesick Alien and Bunny. And there you go, Bunny crawls across the line with no fuel. And that is your race. Oh no, Jokers as well, he's having to crawl back. Oh my gosh. Well, there's only 30 seconds to go. I don't know if Jokers is going to get there. Remember everyone, do not leave the lobby. If you leave the lobby, you go to the back of the grid. Turtle made that mistake last week. Jokers, 13 seconds. He's not even going to get there, is he? 10 seconds. As he tries to find some speed in that car. 5 seconds to go. This is my smoking time, Jokers. For heaven's sakes. And there you go. That's the race done with Jokers in 10. Liam Anfield taking the win from Homesick Alien. Skyjacker rounding out the podium. Take a boo, my son. And there he is. Fantastic drive, Liam Anfield. Fantastic drive. Great stuff. Can he do it in race 2? That's when it counts. I'll take you to the race results whilst I try and keep on an eye. He usually gives me about 10 minutes. So, I don't know. And here's the race results. Because he'll change the settings and then we'll lose this lovely outfit, whatever it is. I want to say uniform, but it's not even overall. His racing overalls. We'll lose his racing overalls. There you go. So Liam Anfield, provisionally halfway through the race, is the leader with Homesick Alien in 2nd, Skyjacker in 3rd, Pat in the Corvette I mean, they must be slinging him some bonus money for some of the results he's getting for the American marquee, where it's Toyota. I mean, Toyota, Japanese manufacturers are absolutely owning it so far, but Pat in the American car really shaking up the foundations there. In fourth, Barry Twins in fifth. Bunny running out of fuel. He definitely a certain podium for Bunny in this race, but that fuel, it just needed one more lap's worth, and it didn't have it. Rivixter coming home in seventh, ahead of Digital Blasphemy, that looked like he was having the round from hell here at Suzuka, and I do think he said he doesn't like this track. Electric in ninth with Jokus in 10th. They're trying to deal with those Vipers also. Bunny got the fastest lap, if it's any consolation, in with a 1:59.048. Beautiful, got it under the 2 minutes. Wow, that is fast, because most of them are doing 2:01s. And Barry Twins saying, what the hell was that? I don't know what he's on about. Great weird race. Oh, maybe he was just talking about it was just being a bizarre and strange race. Oh, knock up. Yeah, I get 10 minutes, so you guys get to watch. There's only 2 out there, but that's who you're going to get to watch for a little bit. You get to watch Electric in the beautiful Dodge Viper. Oh, really? Looks like Bunny was slowing down for Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien, it was a bit of a misread, a miscommunication. I think Bunny was slowing down to let Homesick through because he knew he didn't have enough fuel, but obviously Homesick was just following him and smashed into the back of him, and that is how that happened. Right, in the chat then, before I leave you for 5 or 10 minutes. Barry Twins saying, what the hell was that? Oh, he said it in this as well as that stream. I don't know. Barry Twins looked okay to me, man. Good race. Riverdale's saying, Bunny and Pat recreating Hamilton on 3 wheels and Verstappen at Silverstone 2020. And Skyjacker saying, that was a nice result after start. Yeah, it's not bad for Skyjacker. He got wiped out by Pat, who obviously had no control over his car. He'd hit the curbs, went sideways straight into Skyjacker, and both of them at the back, and they came through 3rd and 4th. So great run. Do that again, Pat. Take Skyjacker out so you two can get some good points. Okay, I'm gonna be off because my time's running out. I had 10 minutes, now I've got less, and I've got to roll the bloody thing first. See you later. Hi everyone, I'm back again. God, that wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. I thought I'd get that done a lot quicker, but it's good. We've only got 40 more minutes of racing around here, and what is going to happen in the chat? Pat, I don't think he would risk doing that again to Skyjacker, even though they had a great result from it. And anyway, it'll be a lot harder to hit him as he's starting ahead. And then Pat saying the reflective Red Bull on Liam's car is intentional. Better showing the red and white of Japan with the white bull as well. There you go. And here we go. It's going to be a rolling start. You've got to just imagine the safety car's been out. It's closed them all up now. Ready for fighting. Good for the Viper boys, but I don't think they learned anything in that first race except for the Viper's a very difficult car. Very difficult. Oh dear, we've had an hour after the start, or two. I don't know if they're in the race. They should be. Yes, they are. And here we go then. Oh, sorry. Here we go for, well, they're only rolling. It's when that timer starts counting down, counting up, sorry, and the counter at the side counts down is when the race starts. Liam bringing his Honda around. He's on the super softs for this first stint, and he's a good way. Homesick Alien also on the super softs, chasing after him. Skyjacker on the racing softs, chasing after them. Pat in the Corvette, he's gone for softs. Barry Twins is on the softs. Bunny's gone for racing mediums with Rivixter behind him on the super softs. Digital Blasphemy on the softs with Electric on the softs and Jokers on the mediums. And Liam Anfield so far leading the way. Homesick Alien setting chase for him though. Car 77 and 13, we've seen them have an absolute humdinger in the GTMC. I don't know when it was, back end of last year was it? It wasn't this year. We've only just started this year. We've only had a couple of championships so far. So the back end of last year, we saw Liam Anfield and Homesick Alien duking it out in the GTMC, and it looks like we're in for a treat with these two fighting it out for the Pacific Rim. Pat is ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker down further than we would expect. I don't know if we'll have a replay of that. No, he's already there in 8th. I apologise, missed it. And I hope Pat didn't hit him again. No, Pat redresses if he does. So Pat's there in 3rd place with Barry Twins right in his wake, trying to disturb his concentration somewhat, but Pat doing a super job so far on those racing softs. That Corvette does look scary. When it goes into the braking zone, it's sort of got this wiggle on, like it's out of control. Barry Twins very close up behind the Corvette now, looking for a tow up the hill a little bit towards 130R, and he's getting into the back end of that Corvette, but he looks a little too far back to make any kind of move on the Corvette here, but maybe breaking into a Casio triangle. Pat looked a little wide then. I think he was all right, and as they break in, oh, does Barry give Pat a nerf? It looks like there was a little nudge there from Barry. Barry's lifted off, and now Bunny's made his way up into 4th. 3rd for Bunny, 3rd on the medium tyres. Great stuff for Bunny there, between Pat and Barry having their moment. Rivixter is in 6th with Digital Blasphemy in 7th. Skyjacker in 8th place with Electric in the 9th. Joker's in 10th, and Liam Anfield cannot shake the Alien. Homesick Alien within a second of Liam Anfield. Can they keep this up for 40 minutes of racing here at Suzuka for round 3 of the Pacific Rim Championship Season 2? And my word, it's been an absolute corker. We have to admit that the Japanese cars are looking a lot better than the Americans, but Pat in his Corvette getting some great results at the moment. He's back up to 3rd ahead of Bunny. And that'll be the medium tyres. You've got Barry Twins as well, queuing up to get by the Toyota that's on the medium tyres at the moment. And look, they all wiggle a little bit. It must be the Group 3 cars. In braking, you see them shaking it up a little bit. So Barry Twins in 5th place. He's got Ribs and Digital Blasphemy having a look around behind him. Behind them is Electric. So Skyjacker slipping back even further, I think. Electric is ahead of Skyjacker. So Skyjacker having the second race from hell here, with Barry Twins closing up on Bunny. They go into Spoon, and Barry again on the back there. He's just got to brake a little earlier. Bunny though, he shakes it off, he keeps it together, and if anything it's knocked him a little closer to Pat. Liam Anfield then a second ahead of Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien setting chase in his Mazda for that Honda, but Honda on home ground. And he's got the whole of the Honda manufacturers watching on the edge of their seats. They would love a win here at Suzuka. And Mazda really would like to show who the new boys on the block are, with Pat in the Corvette just ahead of Bunny. Bunny getting a tow. Barry Twins just behind him. Rivixter, Digital Blasphemy. Skyjacker's got ahead of the Viper again. But Electric looks like he's lining up Skyjacker, but Skyjacker staying on the inside to keep that corner. And he does. Skyjacker stays up in 8th place. Digital Blasphemy having a nibble at the Barry Twins, having a look there as Pat defends from Bunny. That podium position, Pat fighting with all he's got against the Toyota, keeping the Americans amused, keeping them involved. They're in 3rd place, car number 4, really striking a pose against the Toyota with Barry Twins. The 2 Toyotas lined up behind the Chevy. The Corvette absolutely on fire at the moment. Valvoline showing them the way with Bunny holding on those medium tyres. Bunny, though, you've got to say, in a strong position, keeping pace. And look at them all. Digital Blasphemy going for a move on the ribs, and he's up the inside, but Digital Ribs has got that inside line now. And the Lexus stays on the inside of Digital Blasphemy, but Digital Blasphemy definitely getting eager to get past that M&M's Lexus as Skyjacker catches them up. And we've got ourselves a lovely little battle down here from 3rd all the way down into 9th, 8th, 9th. And Pat just pulling away from Bunny at the moment. Bunny, oh, is that another little knock from Barry Twins? Barry Twins, he's going over to the side of the track. He does look like he's repaying that one. But Barry Twins, he likes to sit up close behind him. But you can't brake like you would ordinarily. And he's got, the car, Bunny was on medium tyres, so he would have to brake a little bit more than Barry Twins. Liam Anfield leads the way from Homesick Alien, 1.8 seconds now. Liam Anfield's pulled out on the Mazda, and Homesick Alien are just trying to claim that 2nd place. They're 10 seconds ahead of 3rd Pat, who's 1.8 seconds of Digital Blasphemy. And Skyjacker, Electric, Rivixter's had an off. Bunny, we saw having a little touch with Barry Twins, who's had to pay readdress, and there goes Barry past Rivixter, who's had a bit of an off, and Joker's 16 seconds behind. I don't know if he is testing the new wheel out. That does make sense. Does take a little while to acclimatise. And Liam Anfield on those super softs in the 59s all the way. Super driving from Liam Anfield. Homesick Alien is saving fuel more than Liam Anfield is, though, so that might come back and bite Liam Anfield. We'll see. Pat, solid 3rd. He's 1.5 seconds ahead of Digital Blasphemy, and Skyjacker 3/10 behind Digi. Let's get on board with Skyjacker. He's 3 seconds ahead of Electric. Bunny in 7th. That did not go well for Bunny. He was doing such a grand job there, sitting just behind 3rd place on those medium tyres. While the car was heavy, it wouldn't hurt so much, so putting the mediums on first. Good shout by Bunny, but unfortunately he got entangled up in everyone else's racing, and he's ended up slipping down there to 7th with Barry Twins. And we did see Barry Twins, he's done that a couple of times this race, isn't it? He's over eager, sitting there in their tow. Got to account, we've got a bit of a tow. They're going to brake a little earlier to try and defend from you. Just got to be really wary. That's why I don't like following people too closely. It happens to me all the time, Barry. Shouldn't worry about it, man. It's one of my biggest weaknesses, trying to sit really close behind someone and not hit them when everyone's braking, and not brake too early and get mugged off. So Skyjacker then sitting there just behind Digital Blasphemy, and you can see the Corvette there just ahead of him. Go on, Pat. Pat looking for a podium here at Suzuka. Let's hope he gets it all right, all his pit stops, everything together. There's Skyjacker trying to grab a toe off the Mazda. He grabs one, says thank you very much. Digi trying to come back out. Skyjacker keeping him in that inside line there. He says, you want to take that inside line? Oh, there's a bit of banging between the two of them. And Digi's trying to defend his spot. Skyjacker trying to keep him in his place. Mama Homesick saying, come on, Homesick. And Digi keeps hold of that 4th place, but I don't know how how gratified Skyjacker will be by that driving. I don't know if he'll think that was a bit... Although Skyjacker was holding him over there, and Digi wanted to get onto the racing line. Very interesting. Mind games playing between the two of them. But it helps Pat no end. Look, another couple of tenths for Pat, and now he's 2 seconds ahead of that battle. Oh dear, missed that corner altogether though. Got all excited, and now Digi is only a second behind him. So Pat thrown away that little advantage he had on Digi, but Digi has got a Skyjacker on his 6. Electric doing a lot better in the Dodge Viper this time around. He's driving in 6th place, 4 seconds ahead of Bunny, who can't shake off Barry Twins and Rivixter. Great battling down here, 4th, 7th, 8th and 9th. Bunny on the medium tyres though. He'll be wanting to go longer than these guys. It's beautiful racing as Barry has a look up the inside. Barry will be getting a little bit frustrated, I imagine, being on those racing soft tyres, knowing he's got a lot more speed than Bunny in the corners, but Bunny defending absolutely fantastically, and it's making it very hard for Barry Twins to find a way by. Barry Twins again having a think about it. And Rivixter right on their 6 as well. He's right in the chuff of it. And now they're all braking for Casio, and Barry's gone for the move. And it looks like he's done it. Lovely stuff from Barry Twins there. He's got Bunny coming back at him though with the toe down the straight. So Bunny might try and make a move into the first corner, but Barry Twins just flooring it and hoping. And here comes Bunny up the inside. Can Barry, and there's nothing Barry Twins can do about it. And there you go, Bunny back up into 7th place. And Barry Twins has to do it all again. And Rivixter gets the fun seat. He gets to see all of it. Joker's there in 10th place. Liam Anfield 3.2 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien now. Liam Anfield dead on half a tank of fuel as we hit the 11-minute mark in this race. Homesick Alien just over half a tank of fuel. He's still got his eyes, he's still got eyeballs on the Honda. So it's not all lost yet for Homesick Alien. Pat in 3rd, pulling away from Digi again. Digi and Skyjacker in their battle, really helping out the Chevy team at the moment. Electric, he's dropped back a little bit from them. He's 3.5 seconds ahead of Bunny, but Bunny on the medium tyres as well, so it's tougher for him to catch up Electric, but Electric's carrying a bit of damage as he's sideways in the Dodge, and Bunny's still trying to fend off from Barry Twins, and now Rivixter wants to be involved in this little foray. Bunny holding his own there in 7th now as Barry slips down into 8th and gets into the battle with the Ribs in his M&M's Lexus. But Bunny can't run away from it on those medium tyres. And Electric, he's being caught up though. 202.4 from Electric last time around. 202.2 from Bunny. 201.8 from Barry. You can see why he wants to get past Bunny and Rivixter as well in the 201s. And Rivs taking a real wide line through there. And I thought Bunny go through. Barry Twins again having another look at Bunny through that corner. Barry Twins wants to stay right on the back of Bunny, grab a toe, get a toe down here, make the move. Oh, and he's through already. Beautiful stuff from Barry Twins. No messing around, and doesn't give Bunny the opportunity to come back. Closes the door, but he has a little slide on, and is that enough to give Bunny through? No. Barry Twins holds on to the position. Lovely move there with the slipstream down the straight, and Barry Twins holds that position from Bunny Twins. And IRG's back in the chat. Man like Liam, super thingy. Liam Anfield's owning it with the Honda out there. IRG 4 seconds. Homesick Alien can't live with him, but Homesick Alien may be saving fuel a little bit. We'll have to wait and see. Pat in 3rd place, 3.5 seconds, nearly 4 seconds ahead of Digital Blasphemy now. The battle between him and Skyjacker has really slowed them down, and Skyjacker's hanging it out, but he's all right. He's back on the track. Whew. Everyone take a sigh. Everyone breathe relief. But Digital Blasphemy in the wars today. He's got Skyjacker all up in his Jaxie as Pat romps away in the Corvette. Beautiful drive from Pat so far. He's not put a foot wrong. 4 seconds ahead of Digital Blasphemy, 11 seconds behind the leaders. What must be going through Pat's head right now? Am I really in third? Is there a glitch in the game? Is there people ahead of me that aren't showing? When shall I make a pit stop? Do the tyres, do they feel gone already? Who knows? Digital Blasphemy trying to survive another onslaught from the Toyota down the inside. He's coming across. Skyjacker just can't get up the side of Digi. He's going to try it and pull the one up the inside, but Digi's got that covered as well. And here we see two guys at the top of their game cancelling each other out, really. And that is allowing Pat to shine. Electric still ahead of... Oh, Barry Twins is ahead of Bunny now. And Rivixter's gone into the pits. He's got loads of fuel, so has he given up? He's still in... No, he's gone in. He's got the pits. He's put softs on. Seems very early in the race to do that, but Rivixter fancies it. Electric now under pressure from Barry Twins. Barry Twins catching up Electric. And Electric standing fast against Barry Twins, and it's all a little bit bumpy back there at the moment. With Barry Twins looks like he had a bit of a moment through the corner, and Bunny survives getting hit by Barry Twins as Barry Twins was out of control, and Bunny now back up into 7th. Barry Twins trying to come back. Look at them snaking out of the hairpin as they try and get traction down on the road, and Electric disappearing 1.6 seconds ahead of Bunny, as Bunny and Barry Twins having an absolute glorious battle in these Toyotas. They're getting a bit frustrated with each other. It looks like they're starting to get annoyed, and Barry Twins spinning around, Bunny continuing on, and it looks like there was a little bit of japing going on between the two of them there. Hopefully Barry Twins can get his Toyota going again, and I don't imagine he'd be overly pleased. That might be something the stewards might show up on the steward's desk. Needs people to report it though. You can't go by the stewards just finding them by magic, or watching this stream, because some of the stewards they're a couple of streams behind. They try and watch the streams, I know they do, bless them, having to put up with me, but they might be a couple of weeks behind. They're slowly trudging through these streams. It's a difficult thing. You go watch them in 10-minute increments. You can't handle the whole race. So it's you can't trust the streams for picking up these incidences as well. If there was an incident, Bunny has pulled right over for Barry Twins, so I do believe there was something happening there between the two drivers. And now Bunny dropping down to 8th as he pulls over to let Barry Twins through. And Joker's 28 seconds behind that battle. He's okay. Rivixter after his pit stop, finding himself behind the Dodge Viper. I think Rivixter's going to have to make more pit stops. I think that's enough for him for this race. And we will have to wait and see. Liam Anfield, 4-second lead at the moment. And we've got 22 and a half minutes left of this race to go. And the fuel's looking good on Liam Anfield. His super softs are looking quite steady. His times are nice and regular, so Liam Anfield has this race under control. Homesick Alien 4.2 seconds behind him, a little bit of fuel, similar tyre wear. So yeah, I mean, Homesick Alien could still mount an attack from here, but I do think Liam's got a little bit of speed in his pocket. He's not laying down right now. He's just doing enough to stay ahead of Homesick Alien. Pat is in trouble now. Digital Blasphemy and Skyjacker have got their stuff together, and they're catching power. Although Pat did a terrible lap. I think Pat dropped back to them with a 204 and a 203. Pat's tyres might be starting to feel the pressure as Digital Blasphemy and Skyjacker close in on the Corvette. And I have the fear for the Corvette at the moment. The Corvette. Oh, fancy pants. Digital Blasphemy then bringing the noise. He's bringing the sound to Pat. And I don't think there's anything Pat can do except for dance for him. And here he is in his Mazda, all up in the Corvette's business, looking to make that killer move. Oh, he's going in for the kill. He's doing it for the thrill. But Pat surviving, Pat driving his socks off at the moment. Hopefully they're heel tread socks. And there's Digi trying to lay down some traction on the road. And his car says, nay, nay sir, you shall not find grip there. And Pat doing a super job against Digital Blasphemy at the moment. So Liam Anfield's leading by 4.3 seconds. We're coming up to the halfway mark in this second part of the race. So a half of a half. Oh, an half. Just half. So Liam Anfield at the halfway point. Is he going to sling that one into the pits? He's got a bit more fuel. He can carry on if he wishes. He's dropped into the 201s though, and yes, he's going into the pits. He's saying goodbye to those tyres. Homesick Alien following him in, and it's similar fuel. No, Homesick Alien's going to take a shorter pit stop. They're going to be closer. And there's Pat still holding on to third. When it comes to the pits, Digi making a small mistake there, and Skyjacker trying to get something out of it. And we'll see the Corvette fly into the pits. What's going to happen here? Oh, I think Skyjacker wanted the pits. No, I don't know what's gone on here. Oh, my lordy, lordy, lordy. There's something terrible's kicked off. Digital Blasphemy's virtually stopped on the road. I don't think he realised Skyjacker wanted to go in. Skyjacker's continuing on. Digital Blasphemy is, and that is helping Pat out no end. Liam Anfield back out on track ahead of Digital Blasphemy. Behind Skyjacker, Homesick Alien is closer. He's within a second. He's within a second. This is the time. This is the time he needs to do it. Skyjacker's 2 seconds ahead of him. He's got every right to hold on to racing line. And this could be something here. Homesick Alien, 8 tenths behind Liam Anfield as they exit the pits. And we've got 18 minutes, 19 minutes left of racing as we're sat on board with Homesick Alien. But like I said, I think Liam's got the pace today. I don't think we've seen the full speed of Liam Anfield. I think he's just done enough to stay ahead of the Alien, and a Homesick Alien pushing that Mazda beyond its reaches as they catch up Skyjacker. And this could be a big help for Homesick, but they're not in Nissans, and this is not the GTMC. So he cannot rely on Skyjacker getting too much in the way of Liam Anfield. And though Skyjacker third in the championship, he won't be happy being this far back, being a whole pit stop back on Liam Anfield. And at the moment, it is as it is. Skyjacker leads with Liam Anfield in second place. Homesick Alien in third. Digital Blasphemy in fourth. Bunny in fifth. Pat out of the pits in sixth, and everyone bar Homesick Alien and Liam Anfield is no one's pitted except for Liam Anfield and Homesick Alien ahead of him. Electric's made a pit stop. He's in seventh, eighth for Rivixter, ninth for Barry Twins, and 10th for Jokers. But this is the battle. Liam Anfield can't find his way through past Skyjacker. Homesick Alien hasn't closed up yet. Skyjacker into the pits. Liam Anfield back into the lead, half a second ahead of Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien picking up the stream. He's picking up a slipstream from Liam Anfield down into the first corner. But what can Homesick Alien do? Nothing. He's too far back. And the Honda just holding ground. But oh my lord, it's only 3 tenths now. But Liam Anfield, he's absolutely fast as hell in that Honda, and he'll be trying to pull away. But with this pressure, maybe Liam Anfield might put a mistake, a wheel off the grass or something. You never know. Pat there in third as everyone else is into the pits. And how far ahead is he now from Skyjacker? 5.3 seconds from Skyjacker after Skyjacker and Digital Blasphemy had their moment. They're only 7 tenths apart on the track. Fourth and fifth, not bad for points. And Electric there in sixth, 9 seconds behind them, but he's 3 seconds ahead of the Rivs. But the Rivs is on a strange strategy today. He pitted a lot earlier than everyone else. There's Barry Twins out in 9th. Bunny is in 8th. He's back out on the super softs. He's going to be dangerous. He's going to be a man to watch in this second half of the race. Liam Anfield still only just a second ahead of Homesick Alien, and this is what we saw in the first part of the race, that Liam Anfield can just slowly pull away from the Alien in his Honda. Oh no, though, Homesick Alien pulling a bit back there in that corner, but I think Liam Anfield's just got the overall pace today at this circuit over the Mazda. Pat, though, story of the day, can he keep 6.5 seconds ahead of Skyjacker? Pat's got to go for a drive and a half. He's on the super soft tyres. He's got the fuel. He's probably got a little bit more fuel in, so that might pay well come the end of the race. We saw what happened to Bunny when he got it tight, and Digital Blasphemy sitting just behind Skyjacker, and Skyjacker and Digital Blasphemy only a point apart in the championship at the moment. Skyjacker 29 points, Digital Blasphemy on 28 points, so these two in amongst it with the battling. Pat's on 20 points, so that podium's going to get Pat up there in the pointy end of the table. Liam Anfield 1.3 seconds now ahead of Homesick Alien, and I fear this is how it's going to go for the rest of the race. I think Liam Anfield slowly is going to extend that lead on the Alien, and Homesick Alien, though, getting maximum points behind Liam. There is fastest points in this, so I can see what Bunny's was in the first race, but Liam Anfield, I think that is faster than Bunny's at 59.3. So Homesick Alien as well, he might be wanting to think he's not been in the 59s at all as Homesick Alien, so I don't know if he's going to manage to fight for that fastest lap. He'll be hoping someone further down can with these super soft tyres. Pat at the moment a 201.3 from him, and he's lost a bit of time to Skyjacker. Skyjacker at 59.1, but that was an out lap, sorry, I apologise. He's trying to pull away from Digital Blasphemy. These two got themselves mixed up in a bit of a battle, giving Pat the opportunity to build out a small lead with just under 14 minutes left of racing. And Skyjacker and Digital Blasphemy are catching Pat up. Fingers crossed for Pat, he can maintain. Electric going as fast as he's gone before this evening in that Dodge Viper, getting a 202.3 out of it. I love the orange on that, or whatever that is. Yeah, I love the orange. It's a real nice livery, that. A Rivixter in the M&Ms, which is also classic. Great looking livery. He's only 2.8 seconds behind Electric. He's just done a 201.011 on his racing softs. He's low on fuel, though. I don't know if that fuel's going to get him to the end of this race. A Bunny 2.6 seconds behind the Rivs, but the Rivs, he may pit. Barry Twins 14 seconds adrift of those. He's gone for a medium set of tyres. I don't remember him putting softs or super softs on in the first race, but possibly he did. But he's gone for a medium set in the second half of this race, as Joker starting to get on top of that Dodge. He's done a 203.3, the fastest he's done so far in this race, and he's starting to get quite consistent since his pit stop. So if he is testing out the wheel, then he's starting to get there. Rivs is in the pits, Bunny's through, and so is Barry Twins, it seems. Rivixter dropping behind those with this two-stop strategy he's taken on board, and Barry Twins now up into 8th. Probably feels he should have scored more points today. He had the pace. We've still got 12 minutes to go, though. Anything can happen. Liam Anfield up to 2.6 seconds ahead of the Alien. Pat is down to 4.4 seconds from Skyjacker, and this is it's definitely bum squeaky time for Pat. Tries to concentrate on his race and not at the time distance between him and Skyjacker behind him. And Pat at the moment holding on to that podium position. with Skyjacker setting chase. He's pulled away from Digital Blasphemy. Digital Blasphemy we saw having the pace of Skyjacker before the pit stops, but Skyjacker has edged away from Digital Blasphemy. And Electric in 6th. He's got no chance of catching Digi up unless Digi makes a mistake. But he's getting quite consistent times in that dodge. So for round 4 at Fuji Speedway, he might be a force to be reckoned with. Electric running in 6th at the moment in the dodge. Bunny though closing in. Bunny is closing in. He's done a 59.1. Skyjacker's done a 59.0. Skyjacker means business today, doesn't he? 3.6 seconds behind Pat. Come on, Pat. Pat trying to keep it steady. Doesn't want to push too hard. He'd rather Skyjacker, and no one can blame him for this. Would rather let Skyjacker come and attack him than throw it off himself and lose the position through a mistake. So Pat trying to drive steady, but also try and stay fast enough for Skyjacker not to be able to catch him. But Skyjacker 6.6 seconds behind him a couple of laps ago. He's done nothing but 59s since his pit stop, and he is definitely on the charge. He definitely fancies a podium. 2.5 seconds. You've got to start feeling for Pat with Skyjacker on this push, and Pat really is just going to be hanging in the wind by the time Skyjacker gets there. Liam Anfield still leading from Homesick Alien. Pat's in 3rd. We're sitting on board with Skyjacker in 4th, and we've lost Digital Blasphemy. 7 seconds Digital Blasphemy is behind us. He's ahead of Electric, whom is ahead of Bunny. Bunny was catching Electric up rather swiftly though, so we'll quickly have a look. There he is, Bunny on the tail end of Electric. Oh no, he's through past Electric. I apologise. Oh, that was silly button. Yes, so he's through. Bunny up into 6th. He's saving something out of this race after that early moment with Barry Twins, and he had to redress. Barry Twins in 8th. He's 19 seconds behind Electric though, so I don't think there's much Barry Twins can do unless Electric's tyres go away. He's on them super softs, as is Bunny. Digital Blasphemy 7 seconds adrift of Skyjacker now. Skyjacker 1.6 seconds behind Pat. Come on, Pat. Pat did a 2:01.3 last time around. Don't think about it, Pat. Don't think about the monster behind. Just keep driving. Think about your braking points, your corners, your apexes. Do not give a single thought to that Toyota that is chasing you down. Oh my lord, it's a second now. Pat doing all he can. We've got 8 minutes left of this race. Pat is going to be in desperation mode. It's only 3 seconds between Liam and a Homesick Alien. Liam's not been able to pull out the lead. He did in the first half of the race. Homesick Alien keeping check with him all the way, and it's still easily no one's win. It's easy that they can throw a car off here at Suzuka. Well, we've seen them doing so. Just small mistakes can cost a lot of time here at Suzuka. So Liam Anfield only 3 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien, but it will be a mistake that gains a Homesick Alien this race. Pat 9/10 ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker will be starting to pick up a toe from that Corvette. There's 7 minutes of racing to go here at Suzuka, and Pat desperately trying to cling on to his podium position here as Skyjacker closes up. I think Pat definitely preferred it when there was a Digital Blasphemy buffer between the two of them. Pat then breaking down into the first corner, a second ahead of Skyjacker. Pat keeping it exactly where it needs to be, doing a super job. He did a 2 minutes .550 that last time around. Skyjacker doing a 1:59.5. but Pat cannot be distracted by Skyjacker's times at the moment. He has the racing line, does Pat. As long as he stays on the apexes, he gives Skyjacker not many options. If he leaves the door open, Skyjacker will be in. He will be straight in there. Pat! So Pat's overcooked it into Degwa, is it? And Skyjacker's gone through up into third place. Pat in fourth. I'm sorry, Pat, if I was a distraction. I was willing you, Pat. I was willing you away. But he's got a good 6.5 seconds on Digital Blasphemy with 5.5 minutes just over to go. So Pat, he can't lose his head. He's got no time to lose his head. He's got to keep on going, because Digital Blasphemy, he's having a bit of an up and down race today, is Digi, but he's still there in good points positions. Bunny in 6th after getting ahead of Electric. He's chasing down Digital Blasphemy. Digital Blasphemy doing a 201.9 last time around. Bunny doing a 159.1. No one's as fast as Skyjacker's 159.004 yet. 5 minutes left of racing, and Electric in 7th, ahead of Barry Twins in 8th. 9th for Rivixter. Jokers is coming into the pits. I don't know if that's for a new set of tyres or a bit of fuel. Liam sticking to that 3 seconds. He's got into the 2 minutes, and he's staying in the 2 minutes now. Homesick Alien, like I said, all he can do is hope for Liam to make a mistake out there in his Honda. But other than that, I think this is a slam dunk for Liam Anfield here at Suzuka. As he makes his way around, Skyjacker has had a massive fight back today in both races, dropping further down. So he's an absolute firecracker in that Toyota. But Homesick Alien and Liam Anfield getting further away from him in the championship. He's 4 points behind Homesick Alien and 8 points behind Liam going into this round, and he's losing even more points on him, but he does get the fastest lap, which gives him 2 points, so that's something if someone doesn't get it before the end of the race. Pat is only 4 seconds ahead of Digi now. Pat is in trouble, I think. 207.3 that last time around, as the Dodge of Jokus gets out of the way for these cars chasing each other down. Digital Blasphemy, he doesn't want Skyjacker getting too far away from him. They're only a point apart, but the back end of the Mazda stepping out on Digi, and Bunny edges ever closer to Digital Blasphemy. Digital Blasphemy's got to settle the Mazda down. She's lively. She's a bucking Bronco. Electric, great result for him in his first outing in the Dodge Viper. He's got it ahead of Barry Twins, he's had an up and down race. He had the pace today to be up there in the top 4, 5, possibly 3, but he's had some issues along the way. Rivixter in 9th place. He had a double pit stop in this second half race, so it was a strange strategy where everyone else is one stop in, and Joker's there getting used to his Dodge. He didn't change the tyres, he just come in to put a bit of fuel in, I think, to make sure he can get to the end of the race. Liam Anfield 3.5 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien. And we've got 2.5 minutes left of racing here. Skyjacker, there's no chance of catching up Homesick Alien today. He's got the fastest lap though, he's got a podium, and he's still got his foot in the championship. Pat, 2nd, 4th in a row. He's pulled away from Digital Blasphemy. Digital Blasphemy is going to have his hands full with Bunny soon. Bunny's got to get past the Dodge of Jokus for a lap, and then he's got to run. Oh, there's a little bit of confusion where Joker's was going. I don't know where Joker's... There you go, Joker's got out of the way now. But a little bit... That's a terrible place to catch him up. There's nothing Joker's could have done about that in the S's, my word. My word. Bunny knows what it's like when you slow down in the S's. The Center S, whatever they're called. Digital Blasphemy, though. His fuel's flashing. 4 seconds ahead. 1.5 minutes on the clock. Pat seems to have got this one in the bag there in fourth, unless he does something absolutely ridiculous. Skyjacker, I don't know if Pat could have seen Skyjacker today. Skyjacker's pace has been phenomenal in this race. He's been the fastest man. He's not had a lot of luck go his way, but in the end fought his way up into a podium position. Liam Anfield's pulled at 8 seconds. Homesick Alien's fuel's low. He's backing out of this one. He's got 30 seconds though on Skyjacker. As long as he gets the fuel to get him home, Liam Anfield seems to be alright on fuel. This will be their final lap. Skyjacker, his fuel's flashing. He's coming around across the line. He might have to back out on this final lap to get the fuel to last. Pat's got plenty of fuel. Mush, Pat, mush, mush, mush. Skyjacker's fuel's flashing. He might be a bit wary of his fuel. Get a move on, Pat. Chase him down, boy. Chase him down. He might not have enough fuel. Digital Blasphemy, he's not wanting to do another lap, but he crosses the line with 20 seconds to go, and he's going to have to. And Bunny's chasing him down, but Bunny again, very low on fuel. Oh no. Electric's coming around with 15 seconds to go, and he's still got plenty of fuel on. If a Bunny and Digi run out, Electric's still there to get some positions. Barry Twins is going to finish in 8th place, and Rivixter in 9th, with Jokers in 10th. But Liam Anfield, good on fuel. Homesick Alien easing off. Skyjacker doesn't seem to be easing off. He must be happy with that fuel. Pat setting chase to Skyjacker on the hope that he might run out of fuel. Liam Anfield 9-second lead now as he comes up towards Not Dregber, 130, sorry. Barry Twins finishes in 8th. Rivixter grabs himself a great 9th place. Liam Anfield comes through a Casio for the last time. He's done an absolute cracking job here of round 3 of the Pacific Rim Championship to take the win. Well done, Honda on home ground. Great stuff. Homesick Alien brings her home. No fuel woes there. He got it to the end, managed to see the flag, and that's a great 2nd place for Homesick Alien. Skyjacker seems to have the fuel to get there, with Pat 7 seconds adrift. And I thought Skyjacker might have had to ease off come the end of this race with that fuel, but he had plenty. He knows what he's doing. He knows what fuel he's got. Great job there from Skyjacker to bring it home in 3rd place. Take a boo, my son. We've got a different manufacturer on all 3 at the top. 4 for Pat. 2nd one in a row. Go on, Pat, for Corvette. Doing a grand job. Digital Blasphemy bringing home that Mazda in 5th place. Not his round, this one, I don't think. Not a great fan of Suzuka. And poor old Bunny running out of fuel again, but Electric's too far behind to do anything about it. And there goes Bunny in 6th place, though. Great finish with Electric. So close, but so far for Electric there, as he rages his Dodge all the way up to the line for 7th. And that was a cracking race there. Super stuff. Liam Anfield back on top after round 1. And there he is. Superb. Cracking little race there for the 3rd round of the Pacific Rim Championship. And we will look at the race results before we wrap all this up. And there you go. Liam Anfield took the win in 40 minutes and 41 seconds. Homesick Alien brought her home in 2nd place. And that's good for his championship, not losing too many points to Liam Anfield, as Liam Anfield sets chase 4 points behind him. Skyjacker coming home in 3rd. Take a boo, my son, in the Toyota. Great points for him as he's chasing those leaders. And he got the fastest lap, a 1:59.004, which I'm pretty sure is faster than Liam did in the first round. Bunny did in the first round. I'm not sure he did it in the first round. I think it might have been Liam, actually. So Skyjacker getting that extra 2 points. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad indeedly. Puts him on the same points as Homesick Alien, I think, from this round. So he loses nothing to Homesick. Pat in a fantastic 4th place. Pat. That's going to help him out with no Noxie. Digital Blasphemy finishing behind him. Pat's going to be creeping up the board, I believe, in the Corvette, doing it for the Americans. Digital Blasphemy coming home in 5th in the Mazda. He did not look like he was comfortable around this course in that car. Bunny in 6th, having fuel woes in both races. Electric in 7th in the Viper, and it looked like by the end of that he was starting to tame the beast. Barry Twins just wasn't his race. He had the speed, but he just kept getting caught up in little battles, and Barry Twins ending up down in 8th place. Should have he would have expected. I think he had in his mind a better finish than 8th. Rivixter in 9th, Jokas in 10th. Skyjacker got the fastest lap, which I already told you, with a 1:59.004. Right, we move over to the chat. We got, I think that's Rivixter saying, got myself, and Rivixter saying typo, got myself confused about tyre rules. Oh, did you put like mediums on thinking you had to? It's medium tyres, but you're allowed to use supers once and super softs once over the 2 races. Not in both races, just over the 2 races. Skyjacker saying that was a tough fight back. Was gutted for Pat when he binned it at Degno 2. Was looking forward to a fight. Mama Homesick saying, well done, son. Patrick in the chat saying, nothing guy with him doing 1:59s. Right. Whoopsie. And Liam saying, I didn't get fastest lap, lol. And Liam saying, HG. I still haven't worked out what lol means. Lots of love, I think it is. So that is the Pacific Rim. Next Tuesday. Oh, it's Fuji. You're all right. I just saw what's happening the week after that and thought, you're joking, ain't you? Yeah, well, wait until around, 5, guys. That's going to be a tricky one. But round 4 next week at Fuji. And we'll still be with GTSport. Don't you worry about that. We've got a couple of championships carrying on past GTSport's release. So we'll still be running those championships till the end. So you will see some more GTSport action. Friday night, we've got the WRX Challenge. Sunday night, we've got the VW Golfs. And then Tuesday, I don't know if Racer Brown's having a break or if he's going straight in dry. But we've got the Ferrari trophy spirit, trophy Ferrari trophy, Ferrari sprint trophy coming up. And that is happening. Can I find a date? Race day, Tuesdays. I can't see anywhere where it says. Oh yeah, hang on, I'm getting up there. Round 1 is starts 15th for the 3rd. Does that sound right? Is that next Tuesday? No, you must be having a break. Sometime soon, Tuesdays, there's going to be racing, and they're going to be Ferraris. So check them out. I was your broadcaster. Oh, and if you're interested in the new game, the GT7 game, I myself will be just having a little gander at it just past midnight tonight. We'll be streaming that here, a first look. I don't know what to call it, but we'll be just having a quick look at it. You're just watching me fanny ass around with it, really. There's nothing. I don't know what to expect. I suppose I'll be doing a couple of races, but I don't want to do loads of races. That's boring for you to watch. Just wanted to have a look at what the game is and what you get. So we'll see. I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Ray Singh. Thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club for the Pacific Rim Championship, round 3 at Suzuka. Liam was king, and we all had a jolly good time. Thank you, and good night. Peace and love. Oh, hang on. One last bit of chat. Liam saying, of course. I think that's what, when I said LOL stands for. And Mama Homesick saying, thanks, Thingy. Wouldn't be the same without your great commentary. Thanks. Keep telling them. Keep telling VRC so they don't replace me. We heard some very professional commentators during the 24-hour race, so trust me, they could grade up quite well. I was your broadcaster and commentator, Racing. Thank you for joining us. God bless. Take care of yourselves. Everyone pray for people that need praying, that are having a hard time at the moment. I don't pray. I mean, do what you just hope for the best. When you say pray, I know I'm not pushing that stuff on you. I'm just saying, just have a thought for those that need it at this moment. Some people are having a tough time. Thank you. Peace and love. Peace and love.